Oh, hello there, everybody, and welcome to a fine Saturday evening, or whatever the heck it happens to be in your time zone. I'm sectoral leader Cody, and I'm Cody. Hello, everybody, and welcome on in. We are all Halloween-ish up because we hit the incentive super early. So yeah, the rest of the month it applies to both the sectoral leader here now, and it also applies to with phase 2 remote, even though that costume is a little uncomfortable. The mask is, at least. I'll have to find a workaround. But anywho, welcome on in, everybody. Congrats on getting first, Lycion. Congrats on getting second, Pergy. Congrats on getting third, Tide. Also, I believe somebody else chat in the room too. No. Oh, and wait. No, don't call it up. That's supposed to be a lurker-friendly command. But it's good to have all you here, and anybody else who may have arrived on a lurk, also big welcome to you. We are going to be playing some Outbrk today. We're back to our weekly Outbrk. After taking a monthly break last week for some Mario Kart. We're going to be playing a bit of Outbrk, but we're also going to be playing some nukes. So, look forward to that coming up afterwards. Hopefully we get some good RNG on the storms. Last time we got some pretty lame RNG. We did get a good intercept or two, but most of those scenarios were not very exciting. It's sort of like one of those days where the forecast types something up and then nothing happens, like no trigger actually goes off and the energy just sits there unutilized. Although, I gotta say, there's a little bit of action happening in the southeastern part of Manitoba today. That's reaching in from the US. Aqua, welcome on in. Thank you very much. This is the Halloween outfit for the sectoral leader. And actually, earlier today, I was actually drawing a Halloween Krista. I realized I didn't do that. So, yeah, Halloween Krista. Also, look at that. 21 sessions, maintaining an attendance rate of 100%. Fantastic. So, yeah, today, storm chasing and ghost banishing, or ghost trapping, I should say. We're going to be capturing some ghosts. We should get started on that, in fact. I actually already have Steam up. What do you know? I actually planned ahead. Let me just maximize things up here. And close the Outbrk thing, so so you can't see the development outlook that they released. At the end of every month, they're very good with releasing the development outlook. And first of all, is it still I don't know if Outbrk is still 20% off. We'll have to check the store page. But it was 20% off when the autumn sale started. Oh, look at that. My character is actually being located on the correct side, too. So it looks like a lot of things are working that we were having issues with a couple weeks ago. Then again, that was caused by a really weird issue where the VTuber software was sharing the same group as Firebot for some reason. Again, I don't I don't know what the heck Windows was on to do that, but it's better now. Better clear my throat here. Okay. They're making an update to the vegetation to make it look better, to make it look way less 2D planed. Hopefully, it won't result in any performance regressions, because I'm a big fan of being able to run Outbrk and the VTuber application at the same time. They're doing it to the bushes, too. So yeah, they just gave us little previews of some of the changes they're making there. Rain on vehicle windows is a big thing they're working on. They were actually... There were multiple posts earlier on the changes they're making to that. It already looks pretty decent, but Yeah, apparently it is also supposed to have like dynamics of its own that react to the weather. So that's going to be pretty cool. Look at the wind aware occlusion. Oh my goodness. Scales with ambient wind, vehicle speed, vehicle yaw versus wind direction, which is what you're dealing with when you're driving against or with the winds and all that. 3D audio details. I'm looking forward to seeing what the heck that's going to be. Focusing more on making the effects look real. Yes, I am all for this. I love that they're doing this. Also, the big weather model update, the weather modeling system that runs, they're aiming at that too, and I'm definitely looking forward to. I'd love to start seeing things like this, and you know what? Maybe they'll finally bring back wall clouds because wall clouds are missing from the newer scenarios. At some point, they're going to have to catch the old scenarios up to the new ones. Otherwise, yeah, we're going to run into some issues with the older scenarios looking ancient. More motherships, yes. And yeah, I miss the wall clouds. It's so hard to get the wall cloud achievement now because a lot of the new scenarios don't have wall clouds at all. Or I had a scenario where wall cloud and tornado were fighting priorities. When I was trying to take a picture, it was flickering between tornado and wall cloud. That one was a little weird. It's almost like the wall cloud was in the same picturable location as the tornado. This looks cool. These fine details. They're working on a party system. Don't worry about the picture. These are just ideas they're exploring. But the party system stay grouped between games. Which, why isn't that already a thing? Private groups, and then if it tosses you into a public lobby at any point, you just lose your group. Customize social settings for the interaction. So, one that I'd be a big fan of is if you are going in on matches against strangers, having all of their having their microphones. I don't want to hear from their microphones or anything like that. Like that'd be a big plus. The GeForce now, yeah, okay. Anyway, I'm not touching this. Imagine having to subscribe for better specs. I'd much rather just get the hardware myself. Way too many things are getting like outsourced, like, oh, third party this, third party that. I just feel like it's a use of extra resources where not necessary. But anyway, yeah, they're starting to add support for this this thing I'm never gonna use. Listen, I've got a 4080 or is it 4060? Well, I can't even remember my own PC specs today. And I can't even look them up that easily without opening up Task Manager. Remind myself. 4060, good. I'm not talking about yeah, not 4080, 4060, 4060. Thankfully, this PC does have decent specs. But yeah, that's what we got for Outbrk there. Thanks, Steam, for uncollapsing my games on me. And also, we don't need to stay on this monitor. I've shown you Firebot multiple times. You know, Firebot is the one that runs some of the features, included some of the fancy features. Let's get Outbrk started without further delay, because we all know I'm going to have to fix the resolution problems, because I keep saying that I should report that issue, and I don't, so the issue's going to stay. Oh my goodness. I blame the lasagna for the cloudy throat that I'm getting. Had some lasagna, had a tuna sandwich as well. It's been ages since I've had a tuna sandwich, so really nice to have one. It's preloading scriptable objects, so we're just going to wait for it to do that. Oh, there we go. Opening up the menu, messing up the resolution. And let's hope I don't get any of my keys confused, considering I was playing a few other games on the PC. They still have the message about the lag spikes in the performance thing, and they resolved that a while ago. I think they should update that message. Oh, they fixed contracts. In one of the previous one of the previous patch notes mentioned they fixed the contracts. They load correctly now. It's not you have to wait the 18 hours or whatever for some reason, for who knows why. You know what's weird? I can't hear Outbrk right now. Wait. No, I can't. It's really quiet on my end. Why is it quiet on my end? Okay, never mind. Never mind. I think it's good now. Okay, let's see what we got here. So we still got our tricky one that we got to get. The upload one probe with wins over 300. Who knows? All it takes is one really good chase for that. Drive with the passenger. We're just going to swap that one. And we're going to end one chase with earnings of 5,000 or more. I think that's very achievable. We get a nice 4,000 bonus if we do that. 60 pictures of Raiden Fair and Above is going to take a while. By the way, Fair and Above is super easy to achieve, so anything below Fair is no value, so basically take 60 valid pictures. Let me just move us over to the Outbrk screen itself. And I do have to change the game source here because I believe it is pointing to Planet Coaster 2. Let me point it to Outbrk. There we go. We're all good on that. Get rid of that red border so it's not bothering me on OBS the whole time. Had some mac and cheese and garlic bread for dinner. That's a pretty good combination. Definitely don't need to make a dish too complicated. Yeah, that sounds pretty decent, actually. I'm just gonna sneak in a stretch. I know there's no stretch routine going off, but I'm gonna stretch anyways. Which is funny because I just came to my desk about 30 minutes ago, or 30, 40 minutes ago. I don't know. Something like that. I was away from my desk for a little bit. Oh my goodness, we still get that really weird minus 2 point some weird exact percentage thing. I thought they patched that. I guess it still happens sometimes. What a fun load-in percentage. I did remember to downgrade the track into the light version too for Outbrk, because I know we have performance issues when we hit that. Okay, so we've got some aggressive cells. We've already got an interesting looking one over here. Also, hold on. One of my screens. There we go. That's better. What's going on here? We don't have rotation yet. We got early signs of something could develop. Westport has... Okay, what's going on near Westport? That's in the wrong part of the storm, so I'm going to say... We're going to take a look at this one here. So, we've got action immediately. And it appears very certain on the direction it wants to go. I'm not sure if we're going to catch it here. Yeah, what's the speed going at here? It's going at a moderate speed, so we might not catch it there. Unfortunately, it's aiming for here for some reason. You know what? We're going to do that. And for some reason, it spawned us in Grasslands Park, one of the worst locations that we could spawn in for this kind of scenario. So we're going to have to get our butts down there right away. Ooh, thanks for the check-in. You've got 6 sessions. Six sessions so far. And it only goes up from there. Fergie's got 4 sessions so far. Said way better than the check-in feature. You don't get your number reset to 0 if you're not able to make it a stream. Like I said, the best part about the check-in feature here is I did make it so that it silently checks you in as well. If you chat here, it'll silently check you in too in case you forget to check the check-in button. I do that a lot in streams that have the check-in feature. Oh yeah, let's have our antennas on, and we may as well turn on the wipers. Well, maybe we don't have to have them on that high, but I'm about to turn the corner of a road here, so I'm not going to distract myself too much. Okay, there we go. Now I can wipers minus. And we'll turn on our headlights ahead of time. We'll probably need them. I believe we got to take a right here. We have to go through Bakerville because the road network is terrible. Honestly, when they were doing the vegetation update, I was sort of hoping they'd work on making the map less... Actually, we gotta go through Prairie Hills. If we're aiming for where we want to aim for. So we're gonna keep going down. And eventually they'll take us to Prairie Hills once I'm done off-roading here. Bearing the bullshit streaks on Twitch. Yeah. Those just really love to pretend you were never in the stream sometimes. So messed up. And of course, because Firewat's controlling all of it, there's no nonsense with the Twitch thinks you have one too many tabs open, so you don't get to accumulate channel points or anything on one of the streams. None of that. Although, as far as I'm aware, the 3 tabs is the limit if you want to, per device, if you want to support as many people as you can. And people have wanted that to change many, many times, but I feel like Twitch is just not going to listen on that, so. I feel like lately it feels like Twitch has not been listening very much. Considering that weird, that weird shiny badge that you saw that I have in this channel, that's their latest weird beta thing they're doing. It's like a really bad version of Moments. Where it's basically telling other users to share clips of a different channel to their social media channel. Now, I've enabled that feature hesitantly, but that's only in case somebody wants to try and go for one of those badges. Because if I don't enable it, you're actually ineligible for the badge on this channel. I was testing some things out with that feature. I had a random... So every once in a while, I randomly share like a YouTube short to my channel. And usually, they'll perform a little better because short-form content, people view short-form content more. Because people don't have 5 hours on their time to view a past stream. They perform a little better, but one of them that I shared randomly hit 1.2K for some reason. I feel like what happens is sometimes the YouTube algorithm just takes a liking to a particular video and promotes it way more than the others. That seems to be what happens. It doesn't usually happen to the point of 1.2k views, but I believe it was that one where I evaded a blue shell because Lakitu dropped me as it passed me. It's a nice thing when it happens. You can actually tell, I can actually tell when I'm looking on all of my, like, the overall views. There's certain videos that will just randomly do better than others, and there's no rhyme or reason to it. Sometimes I can notice a little pattern, like particular game category or whatever. Statistics sort of fascinate me, so I like looking at this stuff. I don't overanalyze it or whatever, because I know it's near impossible to make money on YouTube, because YouTube finds any excuse to demonetize your video. It's just fascinating looking at the statistics. Also, I don't think we're going to be intercepted at this road anymore. Let's take a look at a new spot. We're not intercepting here. That's an awful place to intercept. We're going to... Oh, okay. I've got to backtrack a little then. We got to take a right turn. We're going to head up a block. YouTube will do literally anything to demonetize the video. Yeah. By the way, the Xenoblade Chronicles video. It has a copyright for one of the music tracks that play, which doesn't surprise me. Xenoblade Chronicles was back in the day when Nintendo would put copyrights up for everything, so... They're not nearly as bad as it previously was. Just subscribe to the YouTube. Oh, heck yeah, thank you. It's mostly for putting, like, past streams up. Currently with Twitch, I've got it so that the videos are saved for up to 60 days. Once they're gone from there, though, they'll always be on YouTube. Unless I run into a big issue with copyright, but... thankfully, games such as Fantasy Life, I've caught on to their bullcrap before potentially running into an issue with that. This, I'm not liking the lack of visibility here. We're getting near a potential tornado path, and the visibility is looking terrible. This might be a rain-wrapped tornado. Opposite ends, but it's a little far. Oh dear, do I have to drive into the hail core for this? Yeah, we're gonna drive up to here, and we might not even have that much time. I just pressed the X button and the map button at the same time. Why did I do that? I don't know. Keep an eye out. We got to keep an eye out over here, because we could be driving right into trouble. What? There's a separate tornado warning that was issued somewhere else? Where is this? Is it passing up ahead? Okay, it's 1:30 a.m. Tired as shit. Hope you're looking to get some sleep. All right. Sounds good, Tide. I hope you have a great rest. That's the tornado. Oh. That is definitely embedded. No. Let's not take a risk here. I appreciate the lurk very much. I hope your sleep is well and uninterrupted and high quality. Hello, Tornado. You are extremely difficult to chase right now. You would have to go up here for a good chase. This road's not safe to cross. I want to get ahead as fast as I can. Okay, we're going to go down here. We're going to go over a block. And this is going to be a little rough trying to intercept. However, shall we? Oh, did it die? Wouldn't surprise me. It's not in a very good spot right now. There's also a risk it could have just hid behind a bunch of... Oh, okay, hello. No, it's still here. Oh, you can see it more clearly now. And it is moving away from me. Which means it is moving towards here. What a weird spot to do an intercept. Oh, wait. There was a little bit of drift on it, actually, so here. Hemlock, welcome on in. I hope you're having a fantastic time zone so far. We're trying to get ahead of this tornado, which is currently following a hail core, so yeah, this is going to be quite the intercept. Quite the difficult intercept, I should say. Nice. It's too close to the road. It's moving fast. Oh, great. We have a fast tornado. Hooray. These are annoying to intercept. It did pass the grid road, but it's making itself very difficult. Also, it is actually over here. Let me just... Not sure how much longer that's going to last. Looks like it's going to try to pass over here, but again, good luck. Just going to bump that up a little. We might just jump ahead an extra road here. Yeah, it's already passing this road. Okay, it's really hard to track. Okay, so it's sort of moving up here. We should be, the tornado should be clear of the road by the time we get up here. I try to avoid, I really wish the lightning would not flash the screen that much. Keeping an eye on the wind in the corner there. We are getting a little close to it. Oh, hold on. Down street light. Also, it looks like it has dissipated. Not for good, though. Cutting the corners. It looked like it died out, but let's see here. Oh. Okay, so we might get a reform. It's moving fast again. I love fast tornado scenarios. If a storm's moving too fast when I'm actually chasing storms, I just don't bother. Because it just becomes a huge pain in the arse and a massive waste of fuel to chase it. I see a debris cloud up ahead. If the lightning would stop freaking flashing the screen for like 800 seconds. And that one's also moving fast. Lovely. Just gonna be forever chasing this one. Can I just get a scenario that's not incredibly annoying? Can I, like, get a scenario that is not a fast tornado, and something that's actually interceptable? That would be really cool. So now, if we don't want to waste our time, we gotta somehow get up here fast enough. Even though, again, the road network is a joke. Nice close lightning strike there. Okay, so Prairie Hill, we gotta make our way into the blue zone. Oh yeah, I got a better idea of where the tornado is now. The rotation points are getting tighter. Ah! Ah! Lovely. Okay, cool. That was fun. Okay, back onto the road. Yeah, just a little detour. We overshot our corner cut. I don't think we're gonna succeed. Yeah, you know, I think I'm gonna exit this scenario. I don't like it. We're behind tornadoes that are moving stupidly fast, and I'd much rather not waste a crap load of fuel going after something that I will not be able to intercept. Outbrk, for Pete's sakes, can you roll me a scenario that isn't a pain in the arse for once? Like, the majority of the scenarios I've gotten these past 2 sessions here have been really annoying. Outbrk. Hello, right now, Nukes is competing for the spotlight. Give me some good scenarios. So far, it's gonna be like half Outbrk, half Nukes. Bit of a mix of the both. Huh? Oh, is it you? Okay. Wait. What? Did it lift a little and then touch down? I usually don't see that in Outbrk. Tornadoes do have a track record of doing that, but I usually don't see that. What? Wait, what the heck is going on? Why did I just get another tornado? What? Oh, look at that. Okay. Well, that's fun. Too bad it would have taken me forever to get there because this road does this to waste my time. Apparently, we have twins. We have 2 tornadoes in the same cell. Well, that would have been really fun if the tornadoes were not moving at 80 kilometers an hour. I can't go up these stairs, apparently. That would have been really fun to see firsthand if... Yeah, why is this cell moving so bloody fast? If it wasn't moving so fast. Okay, let's roll another scenario here. I want to dedicate more time towards the scenarios where we can actually get an intercept. That's where the fun is at. Oh, we'll get an intercept. It's just a matter of time. And RNG. I wonder if certain scenarios have that really weird minus 2 point whatever % bug when you first load in. Alright, so we're at 8 out of 60. This one's going to take a little while, but it's also worth 8,500 when we get it done. And this one, the one probe with wins over 300, again, not the easiest to do, but 8,500. On top of the massive amount you're going to get for intercepting something over 300 kilometers an hour. If you're getting over 300 kilometers an hour on the probe, chances are you're getting pretty close to 10,000 just for that intercept. $558,000. So essentially we're at 55.8% towards the Dominator. When we get the Dominator, we are going to be doing some... we're going to be trying to do some direct intercepts. Those will be fun. I almost grabbed my controller. I haven't ever played Outbreak on a controller. The mouse and keyboard experience seems to be more comfortable for me. Ooh. Well, look at those spicy cells. Not the best environment right now that they're going into, but the dew points are okay. They're good enough. 15's passable. Definitely utilizing that energy too. I think we might actually want to stick to Westport for a bit here. And see where we should be going. Crazy how they made the Dom so expensive in the game. Yeah. But the Dominator does have a very fun feature on it. And that is, you can anchor the vehicle itself. Essentially, you can put yourself right where the tornado is, anchor yourself, and there you go. You get to be, like, right in it. Although I have a light degree of fear for possible future updates of Outbreak, making the anchors have a chance of failing if the tornado's more intense. They're already planning on adding different upgrade types for the probes. They've mentioned that to us 1, or was it 2 developer outlooks ago. We'll definitely want to have some extra currency stashed away for that, because I want to upgrade to the best one right away. I want to see what sort of benefits it provides. Also, my character is lagging a little. Don't mind that. Outbreak's still pretty resource heavy. The fact that I can run the VTuber at the same time as Outbreak, though, I'm pretty darn happy about. It's been like that since the second week of July. The rocket probe and the Dominator would be fun. Oh, it would. Oh my goodness. Alright, what's our cells looking like now? Now, what's our rotation looking like? Ooh. This cell here is getting pretty spicy. Look at this hook. It's actually starting to, like, curve into itself a little. And you got the rotation at just the right spot. Unfortunately, it's pretty close to another cell. But I might want to position myself somewhere around here. That's the big whale. That's the small whale. It's a family. Tush Rocket Pro Tush. Pro Tush. Dang. Tush Dominator would be Tush fun. Yes, that's a lot of Tush. Sectoral Captain, did you have to overkill it? Also, there's a hybrid word in there. I've noticed every once in a while you'll get a hybrid word out of it. And that's what made Buttspot so much fun, is that it would hybrid some words, and it would do a pretty good job from time to time. I'm glad that's been happening more often. We went a long period of time without that. Oh, okay.
Krista.
Every once in a while, it will hybrid somebody's name too. So who knows? Maybe you'll get a Tush name from it. I guess we'll see. It depends on what it decides to do. I believe the best chance is when it targets a reply message. Okay, so we're looking at the south side of the cell now because these two cells look like they're about to do a merge. Also, this is a little interesting. What's our rotation here? There's a little bit, but not too much to go off of. I'm still thinking the south side is more interesting. Okay, I'm going to give this one more frame. I want to know the hook staying. South for sure. Yeah, oh. Yeah, look at what's developing down the south. We actually have a little rotation developing with it, too. This is looking good. A little bit of a distance to get down there. If we leave now, we might be able to make it down there. We're just going to wipers, headlights, do that, and we're going to back up. Alright, we gotta go southbound on the highway. We're gonna go southbound on the highway in our own way. Udon, welcome on in. I hope you're having a lovely time zone. Good to see you. I thought my turn was wide enough for avoiding that, but apparently not. That's fine. We're good. Now, if it says one vehicle damage from that afterwards, then I'm gonna be confused. But we have had a scenario where it's like, yes, one vehicle damage. It's just a flesh wound, exactly. Everybody, if you haven't followed Udon yet, we are going to be streaming Nukes during the second half of the stream. Udon is the one who made that game, and is making that game, actually. So give a follow. When Udon goes live, chances are he's working on Nukes. Also, there's a lot of fun interactions available there. So, yeah, all the more reason to follow. You get your own little robot when you're participating over there. And actually, you can still remain in the lurk state too. You can just the channel redeems there. If you use any of the channel redeems, it also enters you into the world of the robot. You can actually progress in there just purely by using the commands, if you really want to. Chances are you'll see me over there too. I'm usually chilling there during Sunday nights while I'm contemplating life and planning the week. Trying to find the meaning of life, but I already know it's 42. I just need to know for sure. I need to be absolutely certain it is exactly 42. No random decimal 00001 or anything like that. You know, exactly 42. I gotta make sure it is precisely that number. We're going to get a view of the tornado pretty soon, if there is one. The tornado warning suggests there probably is. Oh, yeah. That's a tornado, all right. Why is my braking doing terrible? I don't know. Motionless. Actually, very slightly moving towards the north. To the point where I might just, like, move myself over here. Never mind, it changed directions again. I love it when that happens. And being off by even a little bit could be a problem when it comes to being exactly. I gotta move further south. This storm does have a very long hook, so that unfortunately that does give us some uncertainty in the exact path that this tornado is gonna take. It's got a pretty long line it can travel along. I am starting to see where I'm starting to see a bit of a curl in the hook, actually. Let's get just past this ramp here, and then we'll see where we're at. Still stubbornly moving south. I don't fully trust this. Okay. Hold on. Based off of that, take me to the new target. Take me to the new market. We don't have much time. It might change direction again. It's changing direction again. Yeah. Are you kidding me? Yeah, now all of a sudden it's obsessed with the north. I love this. The longer the hook, the more tricky it is. Up here. I have a feeling it's going to track back. Let me place my probe down, for Pete's sakes. It's moving straight towards us. Okay. Place the probe down and hope that it doesn't change direction again. And get out of there. We're going to drive into the hail core, so we have a hard time seeing where the tornado's actually going. We're getting a probe value. Why is the turn-in remarkably awful right now? That looks like it passed pretty close to the probe. Okay, we got 5,000 on that. Not too bad at all. Not too shabby. Wait, hold on. Well, our middle objective is good. I don't think we got 300 from that because the pickup value's 5,000.
Hello!
Welcome on in, Bottom Shorty. Good to see you. I hope you're having a lovely time zone so far. We just pulled off an intercept. And for some reason, the braking is really bad on the vehicle right now. I don't know what's going on with that. Oh, look at that. It changed direction again. Going good so far. I'm glad to hear that. Going on a walk. Okay, that is awesome. I love getting my regular walks in. Checking in with the birds who are in fall mode right now. They are currently fall-focused birds. Okay, so we're going to have to take a south to north approach. I see. Over 7K? Oh, heck yes. Over tush. Yeah, sure. I mean, hey, a plenty of walk-in probably is good for the tush, too. Okay, here we go. We're gonna do one of our famous corner cuts and hope that there's no secret ditch. There's a secret ditch here. Hello, secret ditch. I there's only a ditch for the intersection. Seriously? Why? So the road network here is awful. I'm going to take the south path. The north path looks like it leads a little too far out of the way. So we're going to do another corner cut. Should be a little easier here. I still overshot it. Drinking and bang energy drink. A companion in the walk. I stay away from energy drinks myself. I mean, you know, their smell sort of keeps me away, too. They smell funny to me. And also the tales I've heard about what they've done to people's hearts, and it's like, yeah, no thanks. I already feel like I'm going to have heart problems in the future because of because I read the news more than once a week. Oh my goodness. Nice person using. Yeah, the sectoral leader is all dressed up for spooky month. And also I set the incentive for this month really low apparently, and it got hit on day 2. All right, we're going to cut this corner. Don't steer me into the power pole, please. Thank you. Ooh, we don't have as much time as I thought we did. However, that marker I placed looks like a good placement. Yeah, I definitely set it too low. I don't remember that. We got the Halloween outfit incentive in December. We'll be doing redoing the Christmas outfit incentive too. However, that will not apply to FaceTuber me. I don't have a Christmas costume, and I can't afford to get one. That one will be VTuber, but it will apply to both Krista and the sectoral leader. Krista actually has a really cute Christmas outfit. You only got to see it on one day last year. Energy drink right now. Energy drink and ADHD mixed. That's quite the mix. Oh, this might be interesting. I can't tell if it's heading straight towards us. I don't think I should head down too much. I'm just going off a debris cloud right now. Why are you traveling that way? Why would you do this to me? Oh, now I can see where it's going. Yeah, of course. Wait. No, it's turning. Quick, probe! Probe! We might not get a direct here, but I am going to get this cool thing called getting out of here. 109. Yeah, we're leaving. It's 109 where our vehicle is. We're out of here. Also, it's intensifying. 135. Yeah, let's get out of here. Okay, there we go. 69. That's much nicer. Bob's Road. Thankfully, the ads waited until the tornado passed over. We got another 5,300 intercept, so now we're over 10,000 for intercepts. I'd say it's pretty good. We couldn't quite get the direct because the tornado decided to go a direction it's not supposed to. Gonna go lurk. I appreciate the lurk bottom, shorty. I hope the rest of your walk goes fantastic. We got a weather report coming in from our station as the ads begin to roll out. Oh, look at that. It's 9 degrees where my station is. 48 Fahrenheit. Dew point has now dropped below freezing. Apparently the low here tonight is supposed to be -2. Closer to my station, it's supposed to be 0. So we're going below freezing. I don't see a good intercept point until really far away. Look at that wicked hook. That's a nice looking hook. I'm not going for that. That'd be a problem. Maybe here? The road network is a joke. So, if we went around chasing it, we wouldn't get anywhere. Also, it's unsafe to take the this road down. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. We're gonna take that road anyways. We're gonna take the road right towards where the tornado is. Sure. What can possibly go wrong? I'm not getting too close to it. We have over 10K of a payout after this, so I don't want to risk that. Stay on the road. Hold on. Wall cloud? Ah, yes. Tornado. I think I took a pretty good picture of that tornado. Didn't even aim the camera at the tornado. No wall clouds. Wall clouds don't exist. The poor, elusive wall cloud. A critically endangered species. Very difficult to document. Oh, the tornado is now heading directly that way. That's unfortunate. It's going to be a while before I can get back on that. Yeah, poor wall clouds. Only the old scenarios have them. The new Outbreak scenarios don't seem to have them at all. I'm hoping once they do the rework of the cloud visuals and all that stuff, they'll have them back. The ads are now over, everybody. Thankfully, they waited until the intercept was done before you could roll them. Nothing significant has happened since then. We're just heading towards a new interception point. Nice drift. At least I didn't drift right into the house. I mean, there's no vehicles here, right? That house is empty, right? There's nobody home. I'm sure they wouldn't mind. They're out to work. An invincible car ran, or an invincible car ran into their house. This is going to be interesting. Are we about to have a second tornado spawn? I don't have time to check the rotation. I gotta focus. I'm going into, I'm going right through the hail core, apparently, to get there. I didn't want to take that corner too fast. We didn't have very good visibility right now. All right, we're heading through the worst of the hail core, apparently. Just wait until they make hail cores at, like, when you're actually driving through a hail core. Just wait until they make it an experience like that. Like, you think this looks like a really bad hail core right now? If you're driving through an actual hail core, the visibility can be, like, wiped out just by all the hail falling at the same time. Anyone who's been to Calgary at the right time of the year could probably attest to that. Some of the hailstorms that happen. Calgary, Alberta. They get some pretty wicked hailstorms. Oh my goodness. What are you? The answer is gorgeous. You are absolutely gorgeous. Let's get ourselves positioned for that. That looks wicked. Imagine getting an intercept on that. Seeing it from watching storm chasing. It covered around like snow. I've driven through a snow-like landscape because of a cycling hail core. It cycled over the same area multiple times. I think that's heading this way. Little further south. A little further south. We got some time, but not too much. We, as you can see, the tornado rank is optimal. Hail, can you please go away? I'm trying to... Go away, Hail. It's thinning out. Cool. I love that. It's not going away entirely, though, so let's just put the probe down and get out of here. The tornadic winds were just behind us. The probe is now picking up on it. 5,400. 5,900. 6,000. I'm not expecting, like, a huge pickup value, but by the way, this is our third intercept in the same chase. And all of them have been over 5,000. This is going to be a juicy payout afterwards. This is going to be a pretty big... step. What is that? If we get over 10,000, that's over 1% towards the Dominator. Here, let's get another picture of this. I was sort of hoping it would hit at the strength that it was at when we initially looked at it, though. I don't think we can get the intercept on the next road. I'd love to. But I'm not sure if we're going to be able to pull that off. Oh, especially if we have to head this far up. I didn't realize how far away I went from the probe.
Hi!
JJR, welcome on in. I hope you're having a lovely time zone so far. Okay, let's get another picture of the tornado. We still got 56 seconds left on the report. Into the road we go. Into the road we go. Yes. Exactly. We want to go into the road. Greetings. I hope your weekend is treating you well so far. Since we're in Saturday here, I can safely say weekend and not worry about a time zone being out of the weekend yet. We're just in different parts of the weekend. Doing good so far. That is awesome to hear. Things are good here. You know, considering the rough life events that have been happening. Things are pretty good. Life's been a bit of a challenge, but I mean, if life didn't have a challenge, then I'd begin to question how realistic it is. Oh, we're driving through more hail. I don't think we can get this next intercept here. As much as I'd love to. We do have a failback road here. You're driving from a tornado or at? We're trying to get into the line of fire of a tornado so we can get an intercept. This one's a little hard to see, and also, you know what? It's really hard to say. We might not be able to get an intercept on this. It might make it to the road before we do. Again, I'm not going to take risks where not necessary because we've had 3 intercepts worth over 5,000. So we've got like over 1,500 from the probe alone. That's before the pictures and the tornado reports. We're going to be doing pretty darn good here. Huh? Oh, that was not the tornado I'm after. Okay. Oh, I see it. Thanks, Lightning, for alerting me to the fact that I should probably stop pretty soon here. Okay. I'm not sure if I want to intercept this. It's getting a little close to the road. Tell you what. We'll place the probe down here. If we get something, cool. Can you please let me place down the probe? Thank you. If we don't get it, whatever. Let's back up. Also, it might change directions towards us. We got to be a little careful with that, too. In fact, I think that's what it just did. However, if it actually turned towards us, we're going to start seeing something on our probe. We need spell run. Yeah. Or tornado. The northwest. Yep, it's off to the northwest. Okay, our probe's not quite close enough. I didn't want to take too much of a risk. Again, we have a very heavy income on our line. And if you die in this, you lose everything for that chase. Oh, yeah, it was way too far north. That's fine. We can aim for the next road over. If it even makes it, I'm noticing the formation is sort of looking a little unsuitable. Yeah, that's not a really good part of a storm for it to be in. Okay, we're gonna try for... no, hold on. We'll try for here. There's still a notch, so hey, maybe we'll get something. By the way, the debris cloud is still there. We still got a tornado over here. I gotta be careful. It looks like it's slowed down a lot. What is this tornado doing? North Valley tornado at north. Yeah. I'd love to get another interception. That'd be our 4th successful interception in the same chase. Oh my goodness. Okay, so unfortunately I can't cut this corner because this is a wooded area and the trees would just say no to me. We're going to go up here. We're going to try to get ahead of this notch. I'm not sure how successful it's going to be or if there's even a tornado there. I guess we'll see. Spinner Tornado, welcome on in. What a fitting stream for you to drop on into. I hope you're having a lovely time zone so far. We are trying to go for a 4th successful intercept, but I have my doubts. We're actually not really getting much for velocity, so we'll see. The velocity is sort of falling apart. The previous scenario may have not have been fun because we got really fast tornado, like that must have been going at least 70 kilometers an hour. This scenario seems a lot easier to work with. Casual, careful, needed for success. Yeah, otherwise failure is likely indeed. Tush, careful, need tush success. Maybe I'll need tush success now. So far, things are going pretty good. Well, especially after this chase here. This has been one of the best ones yet. I'm not sure if it'll break my record for earnings, but it's going to be close. Yeah, the sectoral captain will occasionally grab messages and randomly turn random words into tush. That's one of the built-in features, but also handles a lot of the commands that are available in this channel. Let's see here. Yeah, no, I don't think there's gonna be a tornado on that. Again, there's like 0 velocity readings for that. Yeah, we'll see if there's an interception. Ignore this part of the map. I think the next time they make big changes to this map, that'll be gone. I can't see the map just staying like this the whole time. I really hope I don't have to intercept here. We're surrounded by, I wouldn't exactly call those mountains. We're surrounded by foothills. Okay, my vehicle refuses to stop here. We're going to go back onto the road so my vehicle actually stops. Okay, what do we got for rotate? Oh, it's pretty much gone. Okay, we're going to head to a fuel station and get our vehicle fueled up then. That's fine. I really, it's hard to ask more for this scenario, from this scenario, considering how amazing it was. Driving the RAV4. I believe this is a custom-built vehicle. And the only reason I don't have glass brake protection is because I haven't gotten the achievement yet. So if I get lucky enough, I should be able to get the glass brake achievement. Fueling up is one of the things that's a little more I don't like having to pull away from all the action to fuel up. So I selected something with high fuel economy. Why am I going down this road? Let's go back. We're heading to a fuel station. So I'm not sure about getting any more intercepts out of this. Okay, for a moment I thought this was something. And maybe it is. There's still a possibility it is. Sort of looks messy, though. If it is something, I'm not sure if it's going to last very long. Well, here, let's take a look at what it has to work with. It does have energy to work with. Now, while Cape is one of the huge things, that's basically the amount of available energy for a storm. While it is one of the big factors, there's a lot of other things that go into factor. They don't have convective inhibition or SIN yet. That's sort of like the anti-storm. Too much of that around, and your storm is going to hit a very short height cap, and it'll prevent it from becoming the full tower. that you find thunderstorms travel as. Thunderstorms are towers. My VTuber is not even lagging while running this, well, for now. Sometimes does, but right now, it's very impressive. Things I'm able to run. Alright, let us slow down a little. We're going to take a turn over here. Go to our fuel station. Oh, better slow down. I'm not taking that corner very well. Just you wait. One of these days, the tires are going to affect your handling and all that, and oh my goodness. 90% of people can't run this at max. It chugs so hard. Yeah, I think I'm running it on pretty much low. I think I did up a few things. I think I upped cloud sampling. Oh, hold on. We gotta turn off the vehicle to refuel. Also, there's hail out, so I guess I can't go too far from it. Doesn't look very big. It's big enough to. It's big enough to hurt. 225 hot dog. I was able to get a pretty high setting with DLSS. Ooh. I could try that. I'd have to try it with caution, though, because I don't know if it'll cause problems with the VTuber application. I do remember when standing on these pumps, if you fell off, it'd give you fall damage. Or for AMD card, FSR. Yeah, it makes sense. I think, you know what? I might have actually used DLSS on Planet Coaster. But that's also not a... That's like a mid-spec game. Let's give the map a check here. Okay, so we still got maybe something over here. Let me just check velocity. Oh, yeah. So I guess, theoretically, if we magically knew there was going to be redevelopment rotation, we could have tried for another one here, but honestly, 3 intercepts over 5,000 is going to equate to a lot. Using DLSS should not affect other applications. Only applies to the actual game. Worth a try. Worth a try. I don't want to change it mid-game, though. Last time I changed graphics mid-game, that caused a lot of problems. Let's see if there's anything else. Nope, it's mainly this cell. We got this cell here, but it's not really looking... Yeah, there's no organized rotation. And if we take a look at... It's utilizing energy. But I don't know. The scenario's already getting close to the 45-minute mark if it hasn't passed it already. That might pop one. It might. Oh, actually. This is standing out a little to me. Yeah. Yeah. Funny enough, this one's not marked as severe, even though it has a hail core. I didn't know they took the realism from our from the warning system, where sometimes they just ignore a map with a good hail core. That's looking good. That's really far away. It's gonna be quite the travel for me. Okay, so by the time... Oh, dear. You know where that's going to take me? That's going to take me into the mountains. Oh, that's moving fast. Never mind. This might actually not be chaseable. Right over Grassland Park. And we got a new cell spawning. Might make it if we go now. Direction confirmation. I would have to head over here into the mountains, which is definitely not my favorite. Oh, hold on. How would we go to before the mountains? Now, a GPS feature would be awesome. We got to go up Eastern Falls. Start the vehicle. Starting the vehicle is a very useful first step. Okay, so we gotta travel up here, and we gotta hope that this is not a 60, 70 kilometer an hour traveling storm. Because those are quite something to chase. A GPS function would definitely be a feature I would love in this game. Like one that tells you the path you should take, so I'm not constantly opening the map and wondering, oh, should I turn here? Should I turn here? Should I double check? Because, you know, some of the road networks are really good, and some of them are not very good. Oh, never mind, the scenario's ending, which means nothing new is gonna spawn. Vehicles are always faster than the stores, but they don't need to follow the road. No, not always. Although if you're off-road, your movement penalty, I've come across some storms with really fast tornadoes before. So unfortunately the chase is ending, which means it's not going to spawn anything new. Also, the rotation's sort of following a very long line. It's actually beginning to look... Aside from this area is still a little suspicious, but it's starting to look a little squally. Ooh, look at that. It's a nice hook, but that's heading out of bounds. And also the chase is ending. When the chase is ending, anywhere is safe to leave. Oh, the middle objective there, we are about to get that, definitely. This is going to be a pretty juicy chase. I don't think we hit 300 kilometers an hour, but let's see what we got here. 235 kilometers an hour was the fastest one, and that was probably the one that was 6,500. We got 16.5k in probe data, and over 20k in earnings. Unfortunately, we did get a lot of vehicle damage, probably from those two ditches. Pretty good earnings. Got the Jeep, which is the best off-roader. And even then, I don't off-road very often. Only if it's actually a worthy shortcut. I've had some scenarios where the Jeep would actually be pretty good. Just because of the really bad roads that it took. Just be better to just cut across. But I want to save towards the Dominator first. I want to get some special in the tornado direct intercepts. This scenario is taking a little while to unload, I see. Not Jeep, best off-roader. Then don't off-road option. Only if it's actually a worthy shortcut, or if push the last option. Really? It only changed one word to tush, and it wasn't even a good word. Sectoral Captain, come on. I just snuck in a bit of a hydrate. So, if you haven't hydrated in a while, now's a good time to do so. We still got 29 minutes until the next ad break here. So, chances are it'll probably wait until we're about to intercept something. But hopefully not. We still gotta wait 18 and a half hours for the next contract, but that's fine. especially since they fixed the contracts. Contracts properly rotate now. They don't, you're not with one contract the next day, even though you've passed the necessary amount of time. Alright, let's see what we load next. If I'm not mistaken, there was one scenario that would cause the game to crash too, for me. Hopefully that we're not about to run into that one. But it's pretty normal for Outbreak to not respond for a bit at around that point in loading. Also, let me close this window up here. Got an extra window open because we were having problems with the resources. I want to see a hurricane scenario where the outer bands cause tons of pop-up turns. Oh my goodness. Yeah, being in the wrong part of a hurricane's really bad. Ah, lovely. It's one of these scenarios. Why does this scenario seem similar to one of the scenarios I didn't like? Also, what is this? We've got a giant green blob on the map. Sort of reminds me of the green blobs and lava lamps. Dew points are looking good. That's a pretty decent amount of energy to work with, too. Not overly extraordinary, but pretty decent. Mystical, welcome on in. Good to see you. Was in the wrong part of a hurricane one vacation. Thankfully, nothing happened. Thank goodness for that. I believe last year, the major hurricane that went across Florida, I was watching that, and quite the nasty band of tornadoes from that. And that caused quite the issues with tornadoes spawning in Florida. And then Canada had quite a few issues with tornadoes from the remnants of a hurricane. Doesn't have to be a hurricane. The risk is definitely still there. We gotta wait for a little. Unfortunately, this one is just a big mess. It's gonna take us a little while to figure out what the heck's going on. Category 2, 2014 in Virginia. It was a fungal cloud, but it never touched down. Thank goodness it never touched down. I gotta say, this year, the Canadian prairies has had quite the history with fungal clouds. I was like, what the heck is up with all the fungal cloud scenarios this year? Cold core fungal clouds. Definitely had a share of supercells and tornadoes in that, but the fungal cloud count this year, my goodness. Well, there's even one not far from here. Or a scenario where you got to experience a hurricane's full-on landfall with the eye. Oh my goodness. I've seen videos of the hurricane hunters going like right through the eye, and oh my goodness, that wall of clouds and the ferocious winds that are like riding along those. Just nature's incredible. And that's one of the main reasons why I've become such a big fan of the weather. I just can't help but respect just how fierce nature is. I don't know what to do with this. This scenario is just looking like a mess. We gotta wait for these to actually organize. And again, no idea. No idea what's going on with this. Ohio beat their average again this year for tornadoes. We have 1 year below average. 2014, we broke the record. In 2025, we break the record again. Is that where all of our thunderstorms are going? Because our thunderstorm count up here has been very unimpressive compared to what we usually get. You know, everybody's saying overall severe weather's becoming more and more common, and sure, Yeah, it might be to some extent, but it's definitely going missing in other areas. The severe weather just doesn't know how to find our place anymore, apparently. There's one video where a chaser rode inside his car, inside the parking garage. His car got pinned up against the wall by the wind, and the bottom 2 levels flooded. Oh my goodness. Okay, a basement parkade would be the last place I'd want to be in when there's the torrential downpours. Oh my goodness. We got certain... Going underneath certain bridges, like those areas flood pretty fast. All the water is just going for it. What am I supposed to... what am I supposed to do with this scenario? Okay. Okay, things are starting to become a little more clear, but again... I'm sort of liking the disturbance that's forming down here. Just because there's a higher energy level. Up here, it's questionable. Dew points are alright across the board, even better further south. Energy is questionable up here, so this might just stay in a disorganized mess. This, on the other hand, it's in a better environment. We're starting to see little dents here, so it might actually be starting to utilize the energy. We'll see how that goes. I'm going to have to wait another frame. We're by the highway here. I think Westport is the play. It looks like a pretty good spot. Actually, it looks like an even better spot seeing the vectors here. Westport or even just south of Westport. I think it'd be a good spot to just, we'll go down to Westport. We're gonna camp at Westport for a bit. Turn on the headlights. We already need them. We're about 5 miles from a flood zone because it rains. If it rains too much, they'll close the dams and flood the main road. Oh, jeez. Well, at least they thought ahead to not... Why am I going this way? At least they thought ahead to not put houses in a flood zone. I know certain places, like Winnipeg, Winnipeg, Canada, is a shining example, where they didn't think about the flooding potential where they built a lot of stuff, and it took how many flood events for them to finally figure out, we need a way to divert the water away from parts of the city. As I hinted, I'm in the Canadian prairies, so a lot of we get our fair share of interesting weather events, especially in the southern part of the prairie regions, South Saskatchewan, southern Manitoba also. Southern Manitoba is also at the edge of Tornado Alley, so yeah, they get their fair share of interesting weather. Oh, also, Alberta does get their fair share of interesting weather, but Alberta, because of the mountains, there's a lot of hail. A lot of hailstorms. Calgary, in particular, is a very difficult place to live if you have a lot of glass. Certain places in Ohio still have houses along the river, but the river here, no houses for miles. Which is that's probably for the better. So imagine some of these places that were once far away from the water are now near the water. Well, okay, sorry, that's more of a coastal thing, but... yeah, ocean swells, land erosion, and of course, the fact that the water levels overall are rising a little. Which is only natural with the... we are on the decreasing part of a ice age. So, makes sense. A lot of ice is going to be shed and all that. It's almost like the Earth is breathing, and it's currently, what's it? It is currently beginning to... No, not beginning to exhale. It's beginning to inhale. It's like we're in that part of the cycle. Now approaching Westport. Although Grasslands Park is looking a little interesting right now. I don't want to go up there, though. The energy's looking low up there, so anything that spawns is probably just going to be, like... Let's just say we're not going to get very long-tracked tornadoes if we get any up there. The bigger ones stay in Western Ohio. During the day, Eastern Ohio gets slammed by a big one. Thankfully, theoretically, a local place getting hit by a tornado is actually extremely low. It's always good to be prepared for if or when that happens. But thankfully, the theoretical probability is low. Storm shelter 100%, yeah. There will be cases where a basement won't really save you. Especially if you're in a busier area. Ohio definitely gets its fair share. This would be a good time to have a contract that says, fuel up in Westport. That's not looking very strong. What's the energy up there? Oh, it does have energy to work off of, so that one might actually stick around for a while. This area down here is having a very tough time organizing. Although, this cell. You know what? Instincts are sort of tugging at me. Although it's an awful road network to go after. Unfortunately, nothing down here is getting fired up. There's energy here. Oh. We got something utilizing energy. Okay, okay. I don't see a hook. But this cell is beginning to utilize some energy. I don't know. Let's take a look at Bakersville here. We don't have rotation yet, but it looks like it's beginning to form something. Alright, where are you going overall? You are going... Or towards here. It's still continuing to potentially have something. Also, it brings us a little closer to this. How fast is this moving? I would say that's a fairly moderate speed. So we're going to want to head further out. Now let's head to our first marked target. Westport's just having it's having a difficult time firing up by the looks of it. We heard a story of Tornado Alley expanding eastward. Yeah, apparently. From the patterns that are being seen, it's gradually moving east. I'm not sure about... Well, oh, yeah, sorry. Expanding east is actually a better way to word it. I don't think it's shifting much from its existing spot, but it's definitely expanding. Mind you, I'd argue it's also slowly creeping north, but very slowly, if that. Southern prairies have definitely seen their fair share of tornadoes. Okay, this road will take us most of the way there. And then we can give the map a periodic check here. Looks like we might have a little bit of a hook, but it's pretty small. Now we're on the road again. Remember in the older versions of this game where you could see the tornadoes from really far away? You definitely can't anymore. New tornado warning? Ah, it's the existing one. Don't say, let me off the... Don't get me off the road. Keep me up. Told family storm shelter in basement because it would be a walkout basement. Oh, yeah. Walkout basements are definitely not as safe. You need to be like as far in as you can. We don't have tornado shelters up here, but I mean, we don't get tornadoes frequently enough for many places to really build them. Need all the space it can take. Just say if you're east of the Rockies and west of the Afghan Tornado Alley, which I'm in that zone. Ah, yeah. And the Rocky Mountains and the foothills there, they're definitely popular. They're popular little weather spawners. We might be able to intercept this existing tornado, actually, with the direction we're going in. Don't drive with the map in front of your face, by the way. Don't recommend at all. Might be a little unsafe to do. So I play Final Fantasy XIV as well. I have the map up like 60% of the time. Reminding myself where I should be going. But it's not the first time it's happened back in the 50s. Oh, let me slow down. I wasn't paying attention to my incoming turn. Back in the 50s, 60s, it was more to the east. Pacific Ocean. Oh, yep, ocean. Yeah, the ocean winds will definitely do that. Then it shifted back to an area we call normal for tornadoes. That makes sense. And also, temperature is never distributed evenly, so that can also push things to different areas. Sometimes the winters are weaker, sometimes they're stronger. There's so many factors going into the weather that's causing changes to happen. This is one of the big reasons why I like to emphasize climate change is happening, but it's not something you should be panicking over. By the way, this looks very suspicious, and it's not marked yet. There's no rotation yet, but it's looking suspicious. Let's get ourselves over here in case it does develop. Was there any... We tush for tornadoes. I'm not sure if that'll influence the tornadoes, but, okay. Eastern Ohio doesn't get them a lot either. Biggest weather nerd families taking storms. I love taking pictures of storms and lightning. And you get some really impressive cloud formations out of some of these. This past summer, we had a really cool, there's a really cool looking supercell near Airdrie that people got pictures of, and it was a triple pancake. So it looked really cool. Yes, welcome on in. Good to see you. I hope you're having a lovely time zone so far. Not even global warming chasing Tornado Alley shift. It's just a generational shift. The ocean patterns. Which makes sense. The ocean has a huge influence on where systems wind up. In fact, existing pressure systems can actually... So this year, the hurricane season was supposed to be above average. Well, what happens if you have a high pressure system in the southeastern states that's just sitting there? Florida, you are lucky. Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina got nicked by a tropical storm, but you got pretty lucky because of a high pressure system that was already there. The ocean can drive some really, really powerful systems. Okay, hold on. This is not a good intercept point. If there is rotation developing, it's going to happen afterwards. One thing you've learned tonight, how to get away with murder. Be a witch. Oh my goodness. My lightning photo was featured on Erie. Oh my goodness, that's awesome. We're getting extreme. Oh my goodness. You know what? Let's go for this. It's proven itself very consistent. We're going to give it a try. We could witness something really cool. I just done watching Practical Magic with Aqua and Lunar. Never thought that the storyline was what. Never thought that was a storyline as a kid watching a movie. Oh my goodness. I don't think climate change is something we should not be feared. Expected is nothing compared. Oh yeah, yeah. Still, I think fear in it. It's going to exist whether we fear it or not. We should be prepared for it. We should adapt to it. We should be ready. Ready for what the weather throws at us. Because the weather's going to have its good days, and it's going to have its bad days. Wow, the game just suddenly became buttery smooth. What? Maybe it's because there's no rain falling? Buttery smooth gameplay. Lunar! Welcome on in! That's the first thing she said when you finished the movie? Oh my goodness. The powers of magic. I mean, the sectoral leader has a lot of powers. That he uses very sparingly, actually. Through an understanding that a lot of people fear individuals with great power. Or components with great power, by the way. This is why there is a lot of people who fear weather. Because of some of the things it's capable of. I respect weather. That's my position with weather. I have a big respect for it. Wall cloud? Wall cloud? No? No wall cloud. Unfortunately, wall cloud is extinct. Or, sorry, critically endangered. Sometimes we do get a scenario where wall clouds exist. This is not really looking that strong anymore. Let's just take a look at our velocity. That's still looking strong. That's still looking very strong. It looks like it's heading for the mountains, which is... Yes, we are still moving. Let's get back onto the road. So I live in Michigan, which is basically the most robust place in North America against climate change. So it might just be biased. Well, climate change appears, from what I've been seeing, even when you like zoom out to like the millions of years scale, climate change is always happening. And actually, when you zoom out enough, you'll notice a lot of things have cycles. Like the ocean has its own cycle and its circulation. We have a water cycle, of course. Those of us familiar with weather are definitely familiar with the water cycle, or at least I'd like to hope so. And we got our cycle of high pressure systems, low pressure systems, unevenly heated surfaces, including cities. Cities are big enough, they cause a influence on the environment as well. Hence the heat dome effect. And why some storms really don't like cities and they just go right around the city. Climate change. Redirect a 100-mile wide asteroid at oh my goodness. That would be a very sudden climate. That'd be a very sudden and drastic climate change, alright. Even in events like the earthquake we had earlier this year, near Russia, that can cause a pretty drastic change in the climate. That displaces a lot of water. It's pretty incredible watching nature at work. Spooky month is... okay, I forgot to change that message. It says... complete this month's community goal, which you guys already did that on Thursday. Day 2 of the challenge, because I set the amount way too low. I think you're good on that. Oh, it burnt out. However, we've got a new point of interest here, which is very slowly, it's moving towards the radar. Hopefully we don't run into that issue where a system mysteriously dies near the radar. It shouldn't be the case. Getting a little stronger, too. It's traveling right down this road. Imagine trying to intercept something on a road when the tornado is right in the road. Oh. I think we're going to go over here and see if we can get an intercept on that. Volcanoes are more scary than asteroids. Since you're in the void of space, it does not take an incredible amount to redirect them. Yeah, if you give it enough force, it should be enough. Especially if you do it early enough. The earlier you redirect something, the more drastic you change its trajectory further down. So, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, volcanoes, there's no way of stopping them. Hawaii, I hope you're being careful around your southern volcano. I did read a statement about volcanic ash being periodically present there. I don't see the weather statement there anymore, but hopefully you're being cautious around. I mean, Hawaii should always be cautious. That's still an active hotspot. Bigger it is, the sooner you'll detect it. That makes sense. Rotation's weakening. Let's see if we even get an intercept. It looks like Westport was a bust for... yeah, Westport was just a bust. Hawaii is actually a fairly safe place, even with the constant interruptions. They are small. That is the benefit. In fact, Hawaii, your small size actually allowed you to not get hit by that hurricane that weakened to a tropical storm earlier, a couple weeks ago. Or was it 3 weeks ago? I don't know. Time is but a fleeting moment sometimes. Very insistently, this system is... okay, it has jumped. It has jumped. So now the spot that I am at is actually a really good spot. Out of caution, I'm going to face the vehicle this way because it's more and more likely we're going to have a tornado running parallel to the road, and that's going to be a problem. Oh, hello. We got a debris signature. And look at that, the ads! I predicted this, did I not? I was like, oh, the ads are 29 minutes away, so they're probably going to wait until we're about to do an intercept. Unfortunately, those of you subject to ads might end up getting hit by them when tornado is heading for here. We'll see, though, because the tornado label just went away again. I think it just despawned. No, wait, no. It's just hard to see. It's a visibility wall. They're not completely invincible as a possible scenario of an eruption causing the whole western face of the volcano to slide into the ocean, which would cause a very huge tsunami. Yeah, it's always... that's why it's a good idea to just keep an eye on them. Always got to keep an eye on them. Always watching. Okay, the tornado did not despawn? Wait. No, wait. It's a visibility wall. We've definitely got a visibility wall interfering with our ability to... You're not heading further south, are you? Don't head further south. Actually, you know what? We're going to play this game. Then I'm going to travel closer to the road. We're gonna travel right by this intersection here. Because then, if I need to get the heck out of the way, I can just go south. Drive straight towards the tornado. Very good idea. Okay, we're gonna stop here. What direction are you moving in, tornado? You're moving further south. Good thing I went down this road. We're gonna put on our fun light. Though we're having fun light. Why do the brakes randomly work poorly sometimes? Yeah. I'm so tired of it when it suddenly changes directions one direction and then it suddenly changes the other way. Let's not take any more of a risk. Yeah. Cool. Don't want to take that risk more than once. That's fine, considering this tornado couldn't make up its bloody mind what direction it's going in. There it is, traveling along the road. Very rude tornado. Oh, looks like the winds went up according to my station there. We got a weather report from our station here. We got 7.6 degrees. Dew point of minus 1.2. Wind 16, gusting 34. A little windy. My station is in a bit of a less wind-prone area, so you can add a little bit to that. And you probably gusts of about 50, maybe 60 kilometers an hour. What an unfortunate time for ads to roll, by the way. Like, seriously? We do this to get rid of the pre-rolls, because pre-rolls are super annoying. It's actually way better when people can just, like, drop into the channel and immediately see what I'm doing, what's going on, all that, and they're immediately able to say hey, and I'm able to say hello back. And it's way better that way than having to than Twitch shoving 30 seconds to like 3 minutes of ads down your throat as soon as you arrive on the channel. Welcome back from ads, everybody. Hopefully they weren't too annoying. We did get a bit of an intercept, not as good as I wanted, but probably the best we could because the tornado changed directions twice again. It is on the roadmap for them to fix that. Like some of the tornadoes that are suddenly and unrealistically changing directions, they do plan to address that in efforts of making tornadoes more realistic and such. Welcome on back. Thanks for bearing through with that. We are now free of the ads for a good little while. We might be mostly done this scenario. This road is unfortunately really bad to go down and intercept, so I usually don't bother intercepting things when it comes to over here. Yeah, at least we got an intercept. We did get some good tornado pictures too, so that'll also add to our earnings. We're not going to have nearly 20,000 earnings which is 2% towards the Dominator, by the way. Every 10,000 we earn is 1% towards the Dominator. Alright, we're going to go back to a fuel station, and we're going to see if there's anything else to chase. But this scenario's also gone on for a little while, so it wouldn't surprise me if the scenario started wrapping up. Urge. Oh, that's not the brake button. Very rainy. Alright, let's take a look at the map while we're waiting. It looks like a lot of the fun is over here. By the way, if you see a gap like this, it can mean that there is an embedded tornado. If you want to chase one of these, well, don't. Just don't chase an embedded tornado. There's nothing worse than going through a rain cloud and then having a tornado jump scare. Just a tornado pop up out of nowhere in the middle of all of it, and it's like you have next to no time to react to that. I don't think there's anything else actually to chase. Let's see what we got for energy. We also don't have much energy up here. Westport had potential, but unfortunately the storms just did not get fired up. Maybe it has something to do with the winds. Who knows? One dynamic or the other, or something that's not currently available in this game yet, played into factor of not making things fire up here. You can see a little spots here firing up, but nothing in full. Okay, Lightning, take it easy. I do hope they bring an update to make the lightning flashes more like actual lightning and less of this screen flashing, because right now, very much not friendly. If you're subject to epilepsy, it's a very difficult game to play. I wouldn't recommend playing it if you're subject to epilepsy, just because of all the flashing lights. Now, I know lightning is like a natural way. It may still cause problems to people subject to such things. But there's something different from just the screen flashing every time a lightning bolt comes down to the way lightning actually works. The fact that it just glows when it hits the ground oftentimes. Okay, this scenario is about to end, so we're just going to leave this chase. I think we'll do one more chase before we switch to nukes. 135 kilometers an hour. Not bad, not bad. We got about 5,000. Pretty close to 5,000. Whew. Good time to hydrate. Some good old hydration. If you haven't hydrated in a while, get some hydration in. If you don't hydrate often, that's a pretty, it usually leads to headaches and other unpleasant effects, so good time to just get some hydration going. Alright, so we're working on it for the middle challenge there. Our probe with wins over 300, I would love to get that. We had a scenario where we could have, but unfortunately, we didn't get our probe right to where... No, wait, no. The tornado weakened significantly just before it approached. That's what happened. We actually did place our probe in a good spot. It just conveniently weakened on us. Which, unfortunately, did check out with what I was seeing on the maps, too. Wasn't much of a hook. Alright, let's see what we are left with this time. Aside from Outbrk, not responding for a moment here. Don't mind that. There we go. We're loading the world. Can I load a thunderstorm into our area? I would like to spawn a thunderstorm over here. Mind you, we do have a thunderstorm count of 1 here, and it's October, by the way. Our normal count for October is 0. So, we got more tornadoes, yes. We got more thunderstorms than usual. We already have a nice looking cell. And we started in a alright spot. Hold on, the north is looking decent too. Really? Oh my goodness, it's a west to east scenario. I like these scenarios. Unfortunately, it's not in the best road network. Bakersville, huh? We might want to go to Bakersville just based off of what we're seeing. Let me take a look at some of the dynamics in place. Dew points are plenty good. Good amount of energy. Good amount of energy. And it looks like it is currently being utilized too. I say we get in and we get over to Bakerville. Yeah, rotation's now intensifying over there. Get down here, we're gonna across the grass. Okay. We're off to Bakerville. Lele food. These nice looking clouds. We're driving down the infamous road. Remember last time we streamed and I don't know if it was the shaders or something, just completely went bonkers and everything went white except for the sky? This was the road that it happened on. Oh my goodness, that was quite something. Whoop. Gotta say, the storm that we had happened on October 1st. I was not expecting the storm. That day, our overall thunderstorm chance was 19%. Guess what decided to spawn near our area, an upper trough? The dynamics were marginally supportive, and then that trigger decided to form, and that just pushed the chances into this is happening. Mind you, it wasn't all that amazing. It actually, when I put it onto the... I have an intensity chart that I run my observations through to determine how intense a storm is. It was actually at the bottom out of all the storms this year, but it was a thunderstorm nonetheless. Okay, we're getting near Bakersville here. Water? Well, don't mind if I do. Welcome on in, DG. Thanks for checking in. Best part about checking in compared to those watch streaks that seem to not like working on Twitch is your number never resets. So that too only goes up from there. There we go. Everybody else, get some hydration going if you haven't already. Look at that. This is now tornado warned and nowhere near where I want to be. Only way to go is up. Yep. Oh my goodness, we got a raid coming in. Oh boy, it's Pixie. Oh my goodness. Hello, Pixie. Hello, everybody.
クリスタ
Taylor, welcome on in. Good to see you. The Pixie Party is here, and I am delighted to have the Pixie Party here. I hope Dead by Daylight went well over there. Everybody, if you haven't followed Pixie, then be sure to. There will be a shout out going up for Pixie. It's just I believe Pixie's is once she's in chat, then the shout out goes on. I just do that so double shout outs don't happen. She's actually on our auto shout out list. It's a pretty fun time over there. I hope RNG treated you well in your matchups. I know Dead by Daylight's matchups can be quite the mix. There's the shout out for Pixie, everybody. Follow, give her a follow. Dead by Daylight. And by the way, the announcement thing actually acknowledges when I have somebody on a specific shout out list. So the message there, that's actually I believe that's the that's the auto shout out list variation. I also have one for it depends on the ally type. The last one was not that bad. Oh wait, no, the last one was bad. Oh no. Hopefully it wasn't a stinky camper. Those fellas are not fun to deal with. Hold on, I'm gonna back up the vehicle because this tornado is aiming south. I'm glad I can see this one right to the ground. Let's go just south of the intersection. All right, now what do we have? It's still heading a little further south, and I still can't take a picture of it because there is a rain wall in the way. Oh, it was a camper. Ew. Go figure. You've always got to run into somebody who just doesn't know how to play very well and just camps. It's like, well, why? Why, people? Oh, wait. Let's double check. Yeah, I'm gonna safely say it's heading this way. We're gonna place a probe down. We're gonna head north. And let's just hope we don't have too much direction change going on here. Put map away. And we're gonna head up here. Give the tornado a chance. It appears to be intensifying as it heads towards here. So we're gonna head just past this intersection, and that should give us the distance we need. Hopefully, it just keeps traveling in the same direction. It is a west to east scenario. Please do not rope out. My probe is eagerly awaiting making you famous. All right? It's hard to be famous if you despawn. I'm going to keep the camera centered over it too, because if the tornado label disappears, then I know it's despawned. Please strengthen. Please strengthen. Or stay strong. Probe value still 0. Come on. Come on, you can do it. We got a probe value. It'll be here and lurking. We need to wash the makeup off and take a little before walk. All right, Pixie. I hope you have a lot of fun doing that and any post-stream care. Thank you so much for bringing the community by. It is great to have them here. And I hope they are thoroughly entertained with the Outbrk chases and the upcoming nukes that we'll be playing in a little bit too. It looks so stationary, which means it's moving away from us. If it looks stationary. I can't see the column, though. The column's not reaching the ground. So I don't know for sure. I'm just going off of what I'm seeing from the debris. Let's see if we can get a second intercept on this. Let's just first... We could just look at velocity alone to see where it's going. Well, that's unfortunate. So it's traveling parallel. Again, we've got another parallel tornado that is traveling right along the road that we need to use. Well then, this is going to be a very awkward scenario. Oh, you know what? It might jump though. Look, it's a flying fish. This is one of the wings of the flying fish. Wait. Okay. There's not too much of a hook right now, so we still got a rotation signature. Hook's looking limited. We're gonna follow it. This is a very awkward scenario. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, did it go south of the road? Here, I thought it was a tornado. Well, that's definitely a tornado up ahead. Welcome on in, Auntie. Good to see you. I hope aside from that last match, you had a lot of fun. Campers are never fun to very much fun to deal with. It just despawned right beside it. Wait, what? What? What's this tornado doing? Didn't it actually despawn and respawn? You said it was a fish? Oh yeah, it looked like a flying fish. Now it definitely does not look like a flying fish. It used to. Push. Ah, yes. Push. Oh, look, it's moving back towards the road again. It moved away from the road for a moment, and now it's back to the road. Unfortunately, this is very difficult to intercept. The road that we need is, right here. Yeah. Yes, Tornado. You're marvelous. You know what? Let's just take pictures as we follow it then. That's all we can do right now. It's about to despawn, or maybe not. It's just weakening enough that I can't see the column. Why do I get the feeling like storm chasers have actually winded up in an awkward scenario like this, where they need this road to travel, but the tornado's just like wandering up right beside the road, so you could just never pass it. Let's not get too much closer now. We can get another picture. This looks pretty cool from this angle. Look at that. Whee! If it ever moves far enough away from the road, we will race ahead of it and try and get an intercept over here. Let me just mark this ahead of time. We might be able to get an opportunity in just a bit here. I'm just going to crash into a pole. Don't worry. Don't mind me. Well, it did give us enough time to wait until the light was green. Why does the game sometimes do that? Just shoves the entire debris signature behind it. It makes it invisible at times. Just don't understand that. What? Hey, get back here. Get back here. Where do you think you're going? Oh my goodness, imagine getting out of the vehicle, it rolls down the hill, and then it gets pulled and tossed around by the tornado. Probably could happen. And they fixed a lot of the bugs associated with the player mistakenly being punished for their vehicle when they're nowhere near the tornado itself. Okay, I think this is our chance. Let's get ahead of this. 69 miles per hour, 92. So we're sort of in a, we're in a little bit of an unurban area, but no, we got past it. We're fine. Okay, let's head towards that intercept point that I marked. This tornado seems very keen on heading eastward, which is fine by me. Oh, we'll definitely have a head start. I'm just wondering if the tornado's going to remain around consistently. And even if the slightest thing shifts on my activity feed, it always throws me off. It's like, wait, something happened? Did something happen? No. The something I was looking at was something that already happened. It's when something goes from 9 minutes to 10 minutes, or if it changes from 59 seconds to 1 minute, something shifts around a little over there as a result, and it makes my eyes go over like, what? Okay, so we can faintly see the tornado from here. And I'm getting the impression it is heading north. Checks out with its rotation signature. Yeah, I'm going to estimate roughly up here. Also, it's much closer than it appears. Oh. Let's not be too eager to move to where I assigned the target. We might get a shift. Okay, I do... But it's... multiple flashes like that, like, why? Why? I don't see anything. Not even the critically endangered species known as a wall cloud. I am suspecting it might reemerge here. And where is there going? There is going... Wish double click wouldn't zoom out the map. Okay. There is about back here. Is there still a tornado heading this way? Hard to tell where it actually is. And unfortunately, there appears to be a mechanic in place, especially for this scenario, where the debris cloud will just turn invisible if it's apparently blocked by an obstruction of sorts. So theoretically, based off of rotation, it should be up here. Based off of where the hook is, it should be a little further down. I don't see nothing. Tornado, where are you? Oh, tornado. Stop hiding behind the rain wall. Does that work? Oh, I'm trying. I don't know how else to bring it over here. I can't even offer it a treat or anything. Because tornadoes like convective available potential energy. That's their favorite. Wow, that rotation is looking pretty unremarkable now. Very spread out. Oh, what's going on? Oh, what's going on up here? Maybe pss, 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 like for cats. Yeah, maybe. Jay, welcome on in. Good to see you. That might work. Lost Flag Village, we got something. Unfortunately, chasing here is absolutely... This is the worst road on the map to chase. Look at the swerve it does. It's heavily forested. It's in the mountains. Good luck intercepting anything up here. Oh, good. There's not much for rotation there. In fact, there is nothing going on. Alright, what's going on up here? That's out of bounds. That doesn't count. Maybe you could offer, well... Gonna suggest brownies. Got down before I could type it. How much? I don't think tornadoes are... Yeah, maybe they are a big fan of brownies. I never tried it. They definitely like their convective energy. Wait, speaking of, I should actually be checking that. Oh, well, no wonder why it's not performing very well. The amount of energy available isn't looking the best. Oh. That's not a very strong rotation signature, and I don't see a hook echo. We could try it. Let's give it a try, I guess. What direction is this particular rotation signature going, anyway? Roughly there. So we go up, and so we take our next available right, then we take our next available left, and we should be there. Maybe there's something there, maybe there isn't. It doesn't really look like a strong signature, and there's not really a hook echo to support it. But I guess we'll see. Oh, hey. Hello there. Wait, it's already that far down? That's way closer than I thought it was. Alright, that just means we gotta get to the road up here a little faster. Nope, that's too far north. Lovely. Okay, we're going to head for the other side. Brownies are good, though. They definitely are. No, maybe it would be a good thing to offer. Hey, Tornado, do you like brownies? Oh, apparently I like fences. All right. I'm getting too distracted with brownies. Good to know I can't watch Silent Hill F gameplay. What? Oh, no. Does it have to be streamed in, like, 4K? Oh, wait. There's elements in it that are, interesting, perhaps? Okay, good. I was scared my vehicle was gonna run away from me. That's fast. That's fast. We're leaving. That might still clip where I am. Oh, we are not. We are in a very dangerous scenario. Oh my good. I'm getting cornered. I'm getting cornered. Let's get out of here. This tornado is trying to corner me. Unfortunately, our probe is at the edge of it, but my priority is getting away from the tornado. It's still heading straight for us. Oh my goodness. Let's leave. Let's keep leaving. Oh my goodness. It's motionless. That is not what you want to see. It is still heading straight for us. This is a really bad road to be stuck on. It's also a fast tornado, which makes things even worse. I'm heading up here. I'm heading back onto this highway here. And that should get us out of the way. Okay. We're out of its way. Also, it's weakening. That thing is close. Yeah. Twist my gut. Oh. Okay, that's definitely understandable. Alright, we gotta go back and get our probe. We did get some sort of an intercept. Not very impressive. Like, our probe was probably at the edge of it. This tornado also really loved to change directions. If a tornado appears motionless when you're looking at it, it is either heading straight for you, or it is heading directly away from you. And if you're near a tornado, I hope that you've been looking at the radar so you know what direction it's heading in. You don't want a 50-50 guess, that kind of thing. Also, I've never run into this scenario in Outbreak. But tornadoes can turn around. They can take U-turns. They don't very often. It's a pretty rare scenario, but it can happen. I was watching someone playing it and started feeling sick and switched you. Oh my god. Uh-oh. We got a runaway vehicle. Well, get back here. Where are you going? Hey, excuse me. Afraid I'm gonna have to go to bed already, but wish I could stay longer. Oh, no worries. No worries at all, Auntie. I appreciate you swinging on by. I appreciate it. We got a red button. Oh my goodness. I can't see what it's doing. It's not doing anything, is it?
It didn't seem to do anything.
Oh, it actually didn't do anything this time. It wasn't even a jump scare. There's always a chance it does that. That's one of the 9 outcomes. Welcome on in, SLdr. Run, car, run. Run, car, tush. Yes. Very fast car tush. Oh! Omega, you triggered the Easter egg excellent. That's a rare excellent. That doesn't happen very often. Usually it's the excellent, like the voice the battle voice narrator from Xenoblade Chronicles 2, but there's a very small chance that it'll be that excellent. Welcome on in, SLdr. I hope you're having a lovely time zone so far. Needs some special. That's the fun thing about the redeems too, is like I do like to sneak Easter eggs into a lot of them. Just a small chance of something else happening. Oh, I can still get more tornado pictures, apparently. I can't see it. Here, let's drive towards it and see if we can still get some pictures. Although I guess it depends on how long it wants to even remain. Rotation's looking weak. Here, let's take a journey down the really bad road. This road absolutely sucks. If you see any tornadoes going through here, don't chase them. Also, this road does have a... Oh, that's just a grass patch. We don't worry about that. Ah, there's our delayed jump scare. It'll be here eventually, trademark. We have had a wide variations. We've had quite a wide amount of variations, including almost the earliest possible time it can activate. I think that was like 6 seconds. Or maybe it was 5 seconds. That's the minimum time. So I guess RNG decided to roll the lowest value. What is with RNG rolling all these extreme values? The RNG algorithm. Also, apparently repetitively tapping the direction here is perfect for turning on this road. Oh, except for here. Whee! Okay, anyway. Let's get back onto the road. Let's stop goofing around. Oh, right, we gotta deal with that annoying fact, too. So yeah, this road sucks. Want to see a tornado? Good luck. We got forest. We've got mountain. We might still be able to get another picture of a tornado on our way here. Let's see if we can get one from here. Apparently so. Apparently we can still get tornado pictures from here. Velocity tells me there's still a tornado going on over there. Back onto the road. Okay, and then we got to get back onto the highway and go back, go over to the mountain area. That will be where we fuel up and finish up. And we got some nukes. We got some nukes to pay attention to. In fact, with nukes, we should actually check the demo again, because last time we didn't even... Sorry, the demo. It is in demo state. We should check the tutorial again. Because last time we did the tutorial, we sort of bugged it out. I'm pretty sure that's fixed by now, but... Oh, now I'll have to get my controller connected to my computer, too. Little bit of Mario Kart drift in there. Brake drifting. I wouldn't try that in real life. That's a great way to damage your brakes. I mean, drifting will already cause a strain on your tires. Going from uphill and then downhill we go. Is this still tornado warned? I'm actually surprised this scenario's still going. I guess technically you could still get an intercept if you were way the heck up there. Oh, there we go. Scenario's gone. Oh, thanks. I wasn't paying attention. I didn't realize the tornado deposited a random tree onto the road. Fair picture's still a valid picture. And now we're actually driving towards it. Oh, hold on. I see. One of the tornado reports was right over the road, so that means we might run into even more trees. Also, hold on. We got I think there may have been fairies here, or fae of some sort, because they're definitely yes. Wait. Beautiful. Amazing. Anti-gravity tornado. 10 out of 10. Yep. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. Oh, geez. They're over the road too. I'm glad the collision isn't scuffed because of this. Well then. Hold on. Why does the... What is the random ass button for Steam? Yeah, whatever. Last time I tried to get that to work, the Steam screenshots wouldn't even work. They waited like 30 seconds before they started working. Oh, hello. We got a tree partway in the ground with a giant hitbox. We're just gonna try to go around that. Oh. Oh. Oh, yeah. Krista, your aim's a little off there. I guess that's one of the animations I don't have a flag that checks for the character location being on the left. So the animation doesn't get adjusted accordingly. I'll have to do that at some point. Either way, there's Krista. That's a Krista right there. I'm just gonna keep driving down here on the way to the fuel station. See how many more pictures we can get of this tornado while it's still around. Maybe we'll get one from the fuel station. Wait, it might despawn soon. Hold on. Because if it despawns, we can't get any more pictures, so we'll just take one picture there. It's probably just gone over the hill. That's why we can't see the debris signature very much. Yeah, I know. I'm heading to the fuel station right now. Oh, that's where the fuel station is. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Get an extra tornado report in. And then we're going to run down this road while the fuel's happening. And let's see if we can get another tornado picture. We got to travel some distance here in order to get another valid picture. There we go. That's another good picture. Even though we can't see it at all. This is probably the out of bounds barricades. So it'll probably threaten to tow me. Even though my vehicle is not here. Yes, I got one more picture in before we ended. Okay, it's 174 kilometers an hour. That's fine, I guess. We got 3.4K off of the tornado pictures because probably because of what we did towards the end there. We got a couple of intercepts in. We got 1,200. 1.2% towards the Dominator. We're getting closer and closer. We did have pretty big progress on that second chase, though. That was a really good one.
It's no use.